We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down to the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Tua now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's caught. Jones. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
He was brought
A
down.
loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the
off on 1st down. Being chased out left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 43.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try the left side. Gibson, and he'll go down at the 28. They've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Marlon Humphrey.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff forced out to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third. Gone. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. To give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield, but usually he's not the primary runner, so for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room. Sprint.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28. Washington.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Gone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll go again to Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They run the option on 2nd down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to get some moves on in the secondary.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. For Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Humphrey on the coverage.
Out of the gun. Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
From the gun, here's Goff. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To the air again, Goff. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Dobbins on the carry for Baltimore.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Third down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 41, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
To Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Garoppolo on first down. Flushed out right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. And a Raven first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Another 49er first down.
On first down, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. The ball comes out. but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's a loss of 9. Now 2nd
to try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
49ers 8.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
31-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will finally get him, but not until his